And welcome to Poppy's Workshop. My name is Richard, also known as Poppy, which is the special grandfather name that we have that is passed down. Short video, as I always say, never is. This is what's on Poppy's Workbench. If you were able to tune into the Sunday live stream, you'll see that I had started on a whole bunch of new toys that I'll be cutting out, putting together, and distributing to a local fire department. But in the beginning of that video, I did show a quick toy that I made. There it is right there. And this is a articulating twisty, so you can see it twist, alligator with some wheels. And this particular one, the design is from Rich Foundenwood, and you can find him on YouTube. This is one of the designs that he had. So just completed that out of curly maple. It came out really well. Had a couple little bugaboos because I made a change in the design on the fly and then broke a piece and just had to fix it. What I do plan on doing next time around that I make another one, I'm going to scale it down just a little bit. So here is the scale that I'm looking at using. So you'll see I am at about, I'd say, 80% of the original design. And I think I'll be able to go to maybe smaller wheels. I'm not sure, but I think overall balance will be nice. Well, anyway, I received a whole bunch of wood this week. I'm showing two different kinds right now. This is the oak, and then I also had mahogany. So what I did, um, I cut out six, so three of each of this particular design, and I'm going with the smaller. Let me go grab a wheel here. Hold on. Yeah. Decided to go with a little bit smaller version of this for the little kids. So you can see I can use my 1-inch wheels. Let me see if that'll stay. Yeah. So it'll look like that. So this will be great for tiny hands, figuring out about 9 months or so and take it up to about 2, maybe even 3 years old. Something they can just stuff in their pocket or what have you. And I wound up doing the horse and the whale. And with the other half of the mahogany, I had Uchu hardwoods rip everything down to 12 inches for me to make it just easier to handle. And the other half of that particular piece of mahogany, I am going to do two other designs, I should say. Here I did a stack cut with the oak, and it was really hard. But now I have four of my puppy with a heart, and this is the one that I really like the most out of all mine. That is kind of my what do you want to call it? My mascot. I don't know. Oh, I don't have it on. I actually have a sweatshirt that I had embroidered this with the saying and everything. So with Poppy's Workshop, but this is a logo that it looks out of focus to me. I can't quite tell. This camera looks a little bit soft. Uh, but this is, hold on, I'm still getting over COVID here. So here is the big oak tree. You can see the acorns, and the saying here is from little acorns to great oaks, which is the saying that I have. So that is kind of the logo that I'm adopting. And the funny thing is, I actually did this with artificial intelligence. I was messing around and came up with four different designs, of which two I liked all of them, but this one just seemed to really work the best for me. Okay, so let's see. We're just about 5 minutes into this. I'm going to try and do this fast. Unfortunately, my stack cut of the oak, my two spoons, I was doing an additional spoon, and I had a stack cut. Uh, because of the way the blade flexed and everything, it came too close, and it just broke, so I threw it away. So I'm only doing one spoon, but here's the plan here. If you saw, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think it was in Sunday's video I'd explained. I had actually laid out, the 6 inches wide. Let's see. No, actually, let me put those up. I had these, stacked like this, and it was a 6 by 12. So what I did is I had the spoon like this. So my wood, I wasted, very, very little. And I think in the future, when I line this up in Photoshop, I'm going to try and get things a little bit tighter and see if I can get another spoon out of it, or another horse or another whale. But these are now going to go into sanding. I'll be using my orbital sander for the front and back, and then using a small barrel to profile the edges so that you get a nice round edge for the little fingers. But meanwhile, what I'm going to do with this, since it is the mahogany, I think I should carve really well. What I'm going to do, let's see, get that out of the way. I am going to carve the bowl, and I'm just deciding if I'm going to power carve it or do a traditional gouge and do it all by hand and go for a more primitive bowl. So this is what I'm going to carve out. And yeah, it's a little bit bright. See, yeah, there you go. You can see that I just shaded that a little bit. Now, what I'm going to need to do also is make the round bottom so we'll do that. And I think I'm going to make it thinner in the middle here. I may go to here. I'm not sure yet. And I got to decide. Let's see what I did here. Here's a spoon that I made. I think it was last year. I actually made two, and this is out of walnut, so that you can see this is a hand carved. And I like this for dry things. For example, salt or let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna flare the backside a little bit, and then come up. So this is going to be my rough sand. And I'm going to do this on the barrel sander. So I will be doing another video when I get to the barrel sander sometime this week. So I'll be able to just go in and you'll see it's a soft sander and I can get some really nice shape. And that's actually what I used for this. And actually I've gotten a lot better. This was one of the first ones that I did a barrel sand on. But this is just kind of a nice little spoon, either for display or using it for dry goods. So that's the plan. And when I am sanding, what I'll do is I'll take it down a little bit at a time so that I will just, start here, see how it looks and feels. I'm going to round off the top as well. So it'll go, my barrel sander is, really big. So it's like 12 inches, 14 inches. So I'll just be going like this to get it rounded off. And that'll be after I carve all this out. And then the same thing is I'll leave it and kind of, where is it? Start getting it to, whoops, make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah. Getting it to sand down and get the shape in there. So that is the plan. Let's see if you can see, it's upside down. So yeah, there we go. So you can see how the profile of the spoon is going to look. And there you go. That's what's on Poppy's workbench this week. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for next week. Probably going to do a couple more different toys like that. I don't think I'm going to stack cut. I'll tell you, especially with the hardwood that I'm using, I think stack cutting, I'm at the point of diminishing returns. Whereas when I get an order of, say, aspen or birchen or one of the softer hardwoods, um, I'll stack cut those. But meanwhile, I'll just go to the to individual like this, cut each one out. They're fairly quick. And again, I'm not a production shop. Um, I can work at my own leisure, and it works like that. So there you go. That's it for what's on the workbench. May the Lord richly bless you and make it a great day right here at Poppy's Workshop.